Well, my nerves are shook, to put it mildly. I just spent over a half an hour sitting on the highway. So there was a huge... we could not even see what occurred. But the highway was full of traffic, of course, 2 a.m. or before 2 a.m. Only in this city. But I could see everybody slamming on their brakes, so I started to slow down. I didn't have to slam on mine, but the person behind me, tailing me, had to. Because people are... But finally, after more than 30 minutes, we were able to exit the closest exit. Nobody were they allowing to continue further on 90 West. Or is this the 290? I don't know. Where they had us exit, when I looked over, just at a very quick glance, you could see a little bit that it was a crash. A bad one. Because I could hear, like, I don't know if it was an EMT, like, every... like, police, ambulance, firefighters, everybody. So I don't know who it was, but they were, like, screaming at the person in the car. I don't know if the person was, like, passed out. I have no idea. And then when they, like, were, like, letting us exit on this exit right here, the exit had 2 cars. It might have been part of the same crash, but they were just... I don't know. The people were evacuated from the cars, and the cars were just still there in very bad shape. Totaled, for sure. And the idiot that was tailing me when this occurred, that had a slam on their brakes, even though they could see all the other lanes, nobody is moving, and I had slowed down, they still had a slam on their brakes. It was a freaking semi-truck. Like, are they just giving away CDLs now to anybody? So I'm like, what? How do you not see that everybody else is at a complete stop, and you don't even slow down? Like, I slowed down because I knew I was going to have to come to a complete stop. Like, this person, there's no way they can have seen this. Every lane was exactly the same. All you saw were brake lights. So, like, I'm just thankful. Like, my nerves are just gone. Shook. I'm just thankful that I was not a part of it. That I am okay. I hope and pray that everybody involved is okay. Though it looks really, really bad. And I had to call because I'm like, I was in the middle of I wasn't just driving around waiting for a ding. I was in an active order. So I had to, like, call them, explain the whole situation, so that at least, you know, they know what's going on. And I'm like, there is nothing I can do. Like, this is out of my control, but I don't want anything to affect my ratings or anything like that. Because I'm like, I took pictures. I'm like, we were literally parked on the highway for over half an hour. So I'm like, I have pictures if you guys need me to submit that, like, whatever you need. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, we aren't moving. Like, we can't even exit. Like, it took 30 minutes 35 minutes maybe before we can exit. And so right when I exited, I pulled right in here in this parking lot of the courthouse right here because my legs were shaking. And I was like, okay, like, let me just pause it, take a breath. She even, like, the lady I talked to was even like, pause it, you know, see if it clears up. I'm like, I don't think it's going to, or at least in the time before, like, because you only have 35 minutes to pause. And I'm like, I've already been sitting here for, like, as I was talking to her, I'm like, it's been over, like, 20 minutes at this point. I'm like, I have no clue. But I'm like, I'll pause it, and then if it just looks like it's not, like I'm not going to be able to go anywhere before time runs out on the pause, I'll just end it, and then I can just always reschedule myself, which I don't think I'll be doing right now because my nerves are shook. My nerves are shook. Which bothers me because never regarding any type of people driving insanely or accident has shook me as much, but I think it's because, like, literally it was not that many cars in front of me that this occurred. I didn't know that at the time. There were police whizzing by me on the, like, shoulder. They were even coming, like, they were even going, like, east and, like, flipping around to, like, get on the west. I don't even know if there's availability right now if I were to reschedule myself, but I'm just like, I'm gonna need a horse tranquilizer. Not really. That's a joke, kind of. That's just what it feels like. But, oh my god, it could have been so much worse. I could have been part of it. That semi-truck could have hit me. Like, the semi-truck had to go onto the shoulder to not hit me. I'm like, this is why you don't... You're a semi-truck. Why are you tailing me to begin with? And then you see brake lights in front. Nothing but a sea of brake lights. I think that's what did it. I don't know. And I'm just like, yeah, I think I just need to chill out. Or whatever. Like, yeah, I need the money, but also... And then I'm like... I knew, like, there was just a couple minutes left in the pause, and I'm like, there's no way. It's not gonna, like... I just have to end the dash. And then... I'm like, okay, like, I need the money, but I can't, like, if I get an order that I have to go a certain way, I can't go, like, I don't know, because it takes some time for their system to catch up with anything like this, to know that, like, to reroute you, basically. So, I'm like, nothing negative on my end as far as ratings or anything. I'm safe. I mean, I'm alive. I'm safe. I was not part of it, thank God. I really hope and pray that everybody that was part of it, because it seemed like there was at least 3 cars that were part of it. Who knows how many people total. But hopefully everybody is okay. And I've been sitting here idling for a while because I'm like, my legs were like shaking. And then like my muscle cramp spasm things started to happen in my legs. But I think that's... Well, it's not... It's still a thing that's happening, but... I wasn't really having an issue prior to this accident. So, like, I think my nerves are just, nope. So, this is just to say, like, no matter where you live, what you're doing, whatever the case, like, I mean, there were people on the highway before this occurred that were doing easily, like, well over 100 miles an hour. Well over, based on the speed I was going. Like, wouldn't be surprised if one of the cars I saw was doing 200. Like, that doesn't faze me. I know that. Everybody treats the highway like it's freaking NASCAR. Or Indy 500. But, or both. I don't know. I think there's kind of the same as far as the speeds that you can go. Pardon. So I think I am just, yeah, my body is, and it's, I can feel it, like my side just did a muscle spasm, like right here. It's because my nerves are just, my nerves are just, yeah, I need to just go home and relax and calm down and reset. Yeah. So let us drive home. Because I've been sitting here just trying to, like, stop shaking, or my legs to stop shaking so that I could drive the rest of the way home once I exited. But I'm like, this is frustrating because it's not ideal, but at the same time, way more better than had I been part of that in any way, shape, or form. So I think I'll just, you know, I broke even if you include gas, so that'll just have to be felt like, I don't know. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just start to drive home. I'm not super duper far, but I was like, my legs were shaking so bad, and then they started to like cramp and spasm, and I'm like, alright, I need a few minutes. I've got to pull over somewhere. So, oh my god, but this is just to say, like, if you are somebody that, like, speeds and just does the most, if you will, as the kids say these days, when it comes to driving, just how about not, okay? If you're gonna treat the road like it's NASCAR, you should have your license taken away from you for the rest of your life. It's like, who knows of the cars involved who was, like, the one that caused at least 3, if not more, to be part of this accident because they didn't care. I don't know if they were, I'm sure they were speeding. I don't know if they were intoxicated, but it's like, if you are out there driving like that, I have no grace to give you. Like, it's not cute, it's not a flex, like, this is what happens when you treat the road like you own it. And one thing that my dad always told me when he was teaching me to drive, and he still would remind me of it from time to time, just to make sure that I, safety. But I'm never gonna forget this. But he's like, everybody that's behind the wheel of a vehicle, you are behind the wheel of a dangerous, what can be a very dangerous thing. Like, you're operating a vehicle that if you don't operate it correctly, you cannot just get in a fender bender, but like fully, it's like you're basically like behind the wheel of a deadly weapon. And I'm like, I know. Like, I knew it before he even started teaching me how to drive. But, and it's been, seen so much in the city. But I'm like, there is no reason to be going 100 miles or more an hour on the highway. There is no reason to get behind the wheel intoxicated in any way, shape, or form. Don't do it. If you're going to behave that way, no. Like, no. There's still ambulances going to it. I cannot believe that semi, and I knew he was tailing, like whoever it was behind the wheel of the semi-truck, I knew they were tailing me. I'm like, does this idiot not see the sea of brake lights in front of us? Like, I've slowed down. Why is this person still in my tail? So luckily I was like slowed down enough so that when I had to brake, they had enough room to get over on the shoulder so they would not rear end me. But could you imagine? I don't even want to think about it. And again, that's to say, like, you can be the most cautious, careful driver, like, not too defensive, because that can cause accidents. But, like, you can be the most cautious driver that there is, the best driver in the world, but you still will never be able to prevent other people's driving, all of the things. And, like, yeah. By the way, for anyone who's wondering, probably wondering, not for any good intention, that the one on my stomach got bigger, and then whatever happened when I was asleep, it opened up, but it like slit itself open. So much so that I looked at it for a few minutes, I'm like, I don't think I need a stitch, but it was almost big enough to, it was big enough to question. But if you would like proof, I can definitely take you a picture, because it's on my stomach, so it's not indecent exposure. But I'm like, all that's going on, like, I try with all of my might to do the best that I can, do the things that I need to do. Like, I've got that going on, I've got the other one in the area that I can't show you, I've got the muscle spasming thing going. Like, I'm still out here every freaking night. Like, I might say I'm not. I might not let you guys know so that certain people don't call me 5 billion times in a row, because what just occurred on the highway is the exact reason these people were calling me 1,000 times in a row on Messenger. There's another emergency vehicle headed that way. Oh my god. you have more, there's more than just CPD. There's a couple different state police for sure, because the courthouse is right there. But there's River Grove is heading there. I don't know where the other one was from. Maybe Elmwood Park, maybe also River Grove. I have no idea. But clearly, it's a lot big bad accident. I feel horrible because my brain, more so than, I mean, I'm hoping and praying that everybody is okay, but more than that, I'm like, I don't have time for this financially. But I feel bad feeling that way, because it's like, okay, well, at least you weren't part of the freaking accident. Like, you've still got the whole rest of the month. It doesn't help that it's a shorter month than normal, but it's just like, it's okay. It's just a momentary feeling of like, oh my god. And also just frustration, because like, how many different things. I feel like I'm not even blinking. I have no idea. I think I did just now though. Like I said, I feel bad because all my brain can think is, the majority of my brain, all it can think is like, we don't have time for this, we don't have time for this, you're gonna be homeless. I literally feel like I'm gonna throw up now that I'm approaching my apartment building. Oh my god. Like how close that semi-truck was to rear-ending me. And had I been just a few minutes sooner, I could have been part of that accident. So I have no idea what happened. Like, I don't know if the person swerved. I don't know what occurred to cause it, but I would have been right at that point of the highway where I would have been part of it. Sorry, it buffered. I don't know why. I didn't get out of my car yet. Thank you for the emojis. Sorry, I'm like... Did that all just really happen? I really feel like nauseous to the core. Okay, what's not helpful is sitting here burning more gas. I'm parked at home. I'm safe. I just need to go in and curl up in a ball and pray and thank God that I'm safe and okay. And maybe cry if I feel it. I don't know. Because part of me is like, oh my God, I cannot, like, I don't know. I just feel horrible because I'm like, I can't afford this. But at the same time, those people that are probably not okay are in a much worse situation. And I will just share, like, the one friendship that ended was one that helped me be able to make it each month. And so I knew when it ended, I'm like, okay, I don't have that. That just makes it even more like there's no one nor nothing that's going to help except myself. All I can do is help and it's not like I still did as much as I could and tried as hard as I could at any other time. It just makes it all much more overwhelming and like, how am I gonna do this on my own? I will say I'm thankful for the fact that, like, I cut out some definite, like, things that were not necessities. And so, therefore, my bank account looks a lot better than it normally would. But it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I don't know how else to put it. It's just so very overwhelming. Very, very overwhelming. And there is, I will share just this. I will not go into detail because people are just, you guys know. But there is, and has been for a week now, a situation going on with my mom that is not good. It's not the worst, it's not the best. And I have been just working through, like, I don't even know what's up or what's not, like, literally. I am just an absolute mess in all the ways right now. I can't believe it's already 3 in the morning. It was 1:45, I think, when I saw the brake lights. Or even a little bit earlier. So, okay. So what we're not going to do, because it's not going to be helpful, is to waste gas. Even though I did in that parking lot, because it's like, my legs are shaking, and then they started cramping. I'm like, let me just pull over right here and, you know, sorry, I don't mean to blind you guys. Let me give you the unblinded view. So yeah, it's just, oh god. It's a lot. And that, what I just mentioned about my mom, I was just to say, like, I've been working through mentally and emotionally, like, just what's going on with that, and not letting that affect everything else. Which is easier said than done. Like, I don't even know how to. Sorry, I'm not trying to blame you guys. Just. I don't even know, like, my name right now. Like, what just occurred. But again. Ooh, I can feel that. Cramp in my leg. But again, like I said, I'm just grateful that I was not part of it. Unharmed, I am alive, because that is definitely a question mark for the people that were involved. Sorry. I don't know why I keep burping. Look at the moon. Look at that moon. It's gorgeous. If you're awake right now in Chicago, look at the moon. I did take pictures, so currently, before this all happened. I don't think that's still in here. Oh my god. May buffer now some going from outside to inside. I'm okay in the sense of, like, I'm okay. I'm unharmed. I'm alive. I wasn't part of it. I just need to do what I need to do, which is calm down, reset, and continue doing what I need to do. It's just even more daunting feel like I ever felt like less nervous or anxiety because I had the bit of help that I had, but I don't know. It's just even more daunting knowing that I don't have that anymore, and I never will again, and I don't have anyone. Like, I don't have, like, well, you guys know this. It's not new information. Like, I don't have anyone to like, help me. Like, anybody that still is, you know, like, has their own struggles and, or has, like, multiple kids and, you know, just doesn't even have $10 to spare. And I get that. I totally get it. But it's just, you know, somebody had really arrogantly said, when I posted my one friend that we met at work when I was 19, oh, can't you ask him for money? Yeah, he has 2 kids. He's in this, not the same situation I am financially, but, and he has helped me, actually, in the ways of letting me, or getting me food at times. And I've showed that, but I was like, what an arrogant thing to say. It's like, yeah, I did ask for help, but you can't, you know, you can't do, if you're in the same, like, financial crunch as I am, then, yeah, obviously you're not going to be able to do it. I don't hold that against anyone. But I was like, that's such a, it was just meant to, you know, it was meant to be what it was, which was just negative and all of that fun stuff that is just a constant, no matter what I share or stream or say or whatever. But I'm like, what an arrogant thing. I wanted to reply, why not? Like, here's the link to my PayPal. Why don't you help me, since you have such a big mouth? Maybe your bank account is just as big. But I didn't. I was like, no. Because that's a reaction that, you know, they would have wanted. So I just didn't, like, I'm not giving this even a response, but I was like, what an arrogant, what am I gonna say? I can't even, like, okay, let's just do this. Maybe I can plug this in now. Okay, yeah, that'll work. At least something is charging. Like, I just, I really, truly hope everybody that was involved is okay. Like, this is definitely not gonna, like, mess with me. Sorry. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Sorry. I meant to use the other part of that. But the other part is, like, I feel bad and, like, being like, I don't have time for this. It's just, I feel like I shouldn't be thinking like that at all. Oh my gosh. So, I have to find a way to relax. And I don't know where the heck the plug to this one. The charger. I don't know. It's okay. It's not important at this very second in time. But, so yeah, so I have to find a way to just like relax and reset, because I have to continue to do what I need to do or I'm not. Sorry, I feel like I shouldn't even be crying because I wasn't part of the accident. But that semi truck was so close, like if they wouldn't have went on the shoulder, I would have gotten rear-ended. Because they were so close right on my ass when all you see in front of you is a sea of brake lights. Not a single person would have been sad to hear that something had happened to me. And I think just that realization, I mean, only my mom and Joe, my brother, but other than that, like, realistically, because maybe a few other people might have a moment of sadness or something, but like, all in all, just like, nobody would even know. Sorry. It just can't, like, the tears just came. They just are flowing. I can't, like... I can't help it. And I don't know, maybe it's good to let it out. Like, I feel stupid for crying because it's just, like, I could be injured right now or worse had I been part of that. Like, it could be so much worse. I still have till the end of the month. So I shouldn't be crying. Like, I'm not a family member or friend of any of those people. I don't even know their names, who they were. Like, but I was so close. If I hadn't slowed down as much as I did,
I don't even know what to do right now. Like, what is, what, what is, what is the first step in, like, trying to calm down from all of this? Like, I feel horrible because I feel like I should not even be crying. I wasn't part of it. I don't know the people. Had I been just a couple minutes earlier, I could have been part of it, and had that semi-truck not swerved onto the shoulder, I would have gotten rear-ended by a stupid-ass semi-truck driver who tails someone when they see a sea of brake lights in front of them on a highway. Like, and then we're just sitting there. I couldn't see because of how many cars behind I was, like, even how, like, close or far we were from what happened. Like, I knew it had to be an accident, and there were just cop cars whizzing by me. Like, all the sirens, all the everything. And then the ambulance started coming, and then the fire trucks started coming, and they were even coming east so that they could flip around and get on the west to help. But it was, like, it was busy at this time, like, because it's not negative temperatures and it's Friday night in Chicago, and, like, all lanes of traffic were busy. Like, it was completely full, but we were moving, but it was full. Like, there was no room. Like, that semi-truck had nowhere to go but the shoulder or to rear-end me. And why would you be tailing anyone when you see in front of you a sea of brake lights? Every freaking lane is at standstill. Not even creeping, at standstill. But I am so grateful I was not part of it. I just, like, I just can't even say it because I feel bad for even saying, like, I don't have the time for this, because those people that were involved in it surely didn't, you know, like, schedule a time for this to happen to them or anything. But I just... Oh my gosh. Hey Valerie, oh. I don't normally do this, like, because I don't mind repeating myself, but in this instance, just because, like, I need to calm down. I don't want to repeat it. So if you could hashtag replay, I right away start talking about what happened. So, I'm sorry, I normally don't do that. Like, I don't mind repeating myself. Which is very overwhelming still right now, and it's just, I still hear sirens and I can hear where they're going. They're heading that way, so it's, like, even worse than it looked. And I don't know, like, was probably more cars involved than I saw, and I saw 3. So I have to just hold on to the gratitude I have that I'm okay. I wasn't part of it. I'm still okay. Just emotionally having a little bit of a hard time. And I think it's probably like, because it's just, you know, one thing kind of after another. But again, this isn't, yes, this happened to me, but like the most horrible thing that happened, I wasn't a part of. And I have to just thank God for that. And the angels that I know are always watching me from heaven and just making sure that I'm okay and I'm safe. I feel stupid for crying, but it just is what it is. Like, I haven't allowed myself to cry about anything in a couple days, so it's just coming out now. And I'm sorry for that. Like, I don't want you guys to just I just need to calm down. Just need to calm down. So with that, like, I don't want to make this like a super long stream because I don't want to repeat it just because I don't want to. I need to just calm down because I just have to reset and I have to keep going and doing what I'm doing. Like, not necessarily anytime soon, but you know, like later tonight, like, you know. So I'm gonna hop off. Hashtag replay if you want to know what's going on. I'm okay. I just need to calm down. I just need to be grateful that I'm okay. But it's just like let alone, like, nobody but my mom and, like, my brother, Joe, who I posted, like, his birthday's 3 days before mine, but a different year. And I always say, like, he's older. But, like, those are the only 2 people that would even care. And then it's like, they would not even know right away if anything had happened to me. Like, nobody would have, because nobody speaks to me. And I'm not gonna change as a person. I'm not gonna filter what comes out of my mouth, because that is me. I'm not ever gonna be fake, for better or for worse, but it was just like, oh my God. Like, nobody would have even known. And that's all fine. It's just a whole mixture of different emotions right now of, like, just whatever you do, do not get behind the wheel if you think you're, like, it's NASCAR. Like, unless you're actually on a NASCAR track or whatever, like, there is no reason to be doing whatever speeds these people are doing. There is never, ever a reason to get behind the wheel, like, intoxicated in any way. Don't do it. It is not worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. like, because you, like, maybe somebody wanted to save money and not have to call, like, an Uber or a Lyft or something like that. Well, it's not worth your life. It's not worth any. It's just don't do it. And I'll end this stream with just saying, like, just be careful out there, you guys. Like, no matter what city you live in, like, because you can't control other people. You can't control their driving. So just please be careful. Like, even if you're somebody that hates me, I don't care. Like, just be careful, please. Like, this is not something that should be part of life where it's like a normal thing. Like, in this city, like, this is normal. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be normal anywhere. It could just be careful driving. You never know what other people are doing behind the wheel. So I'm gonna let you guys go for now. I'm okay. I just need to calm down and just need to rest, and I'll be okay. This isn't gonna phase me to the core where, like, I'm gonna be afraid to get behind the wheel again. Like, I just right now need to calm down. It's still brand new. It's just very upsetting. Like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, it's not NASCAR. There's no reason that, like, if you are gonna go somewhere and get intoxicated in any way and you can't afford an Uber home or a Lyft home or a friend who is completely sober to drive you, then you don't go out. You don't get behind the wheel if you are not okay to do so. Like, and I know at the end of the day, it's up to everybody. Everybody can do what they want, and they do. But it's just not worth it, guys. Like, it's just not. And the roads were not slippery. Like, everything, like, it just, not that would be an excuse, but, like, you can't even, like, I can't even say that, like, oh, the roads were even the tiniest bit slippery. Like, they were completely fine tonight. Like, there's nothing weather-wise that made that happen. It was the whomever. Like, I don't know if it was, I don't know what happened. I didn't see it. So I don't know if it was just one car that caused all the other cars to be involved, or what was, like, what occurred. But just be careful. So, I am going to hop off. Please hashtag replay if you want to know what's going on. Please know, like, I'm okay. I just need to just calm down, chill out, reset, and all of that. So I don't want to make this a hugely long stream because, well, I start talking about it in the beginning, so, but I just don't want to repeat it because it's just, I just need to calm down. I need to distract my brain. So, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you if you do hashtag replay. Thank you for all the things, sharing, liking, all that stuff. I appreciate it because it does help. And I'll check back in at some point. And just be careful. Be careful. Like, it is no small thing. So, okay, I'm gonna hop off. And then, like I said, you guys can replay. And then I'll check back in at some point. But I mean, I'm okay. I need to just, like, calm down. And just distract my brain from what, just everything that I saw. And I also just have to, like, rest and reset and just get back out there. Later. Okay, so I will see you guys when I see you. Thank you for listening. Thank you if you do replay. Love you guys. Be well.